Are you trying to build the best team in Madden? Well, go today and avoid the packs and save some racks. Head on over. Use code CC for 15% off. Hey, what is going on, Madden family? EA was going to release the trailer, but apparently it's out already. So who knows why or how, but here I've watched it. Okay. Watched it. I'm going to sort of like stop it partial. So we're going to watch it all the way through first. Okay. You guys can sort of see it. There's obviously going to be no music or background noise. But we actually get to see a little bit of that was actual gameplay, we get to see some actual gameplay. And then I want to go back through and sort of talk about the things I've seen and what I feel like we're getting into. So I'm just gonna shut up and watch. Come on. Come on. Now, one thing I will say I don't like when we get these trailers, that's not really in-game footage. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right. Done. Okay. So a couple big things here. Obviously, X Factors are back. No surprise, we knew this was coming back. But I mean, a couple key little fun things that you see here. The Raiders, new stadium, kind of cool. We saw the Falcons unis and some of the other stuff in there. So again, I like seeing that. It's kind of cool. Like the things like that get featured in the trailer. That's great. Obviously, like the first clip, we got Brady. You had Joe Burrow and all them. Then you got Lamar, and I figured the game was going to be very Lamar Jackson heavy, focusing on a lot of the quarterback runs and stuff like that. And it seems like that's a thing. They talk here and like seeing Lamar spin and light up there. You're like, what base them is back? It's back, and we got a new scoreboard. I know the scoreboard people out there are going to love that. The scoreboard actually does look pretty good. The camera angle here, again, I wouldn't worry too much about. It's probably intentionally sort of the zoomed in, that almost that first person sort of look there. But then he breaks a tackle, which is, it is what it is, right? So let's see here. All out control, ball carrier, skill stick. And I feel like this is a fancy way of them trying to rebrand things that we've had in the past. All right, so I'm not overly worried about that. I know a lot of people are going to see that and be like, oh, it's going to be a super heavy running game. No, I just think that it probably means that there's going to be a little more responsiveness with the jukes and stuff. How you feel. They always want to show people, like exactly in this clip here, hurdling. Doesn't really overly concern me personally. See something like that. But them adding more stick into the game is always a good thing. It's always a good thing. Again, I wouldn't take this as, oh my god, it's going to be a heavy running game. We have no idea. So don't panic just yet. Don't panic just yet. I mean, these are all moves and things that we've seen in the game already. These are all animations that honestly kind of exist for the most part anyway. So not worried. Not worried. We saw the Falcons uniforms there. Point those out. Of course, it's Deion Jones getting faked out by Kamara, but whatever. Won't hate on that. Big Russ doing his thing. Dominate the edge. New pass rush control. Again, not a really big deal. Hopefully, whenever they make user rushing a very powerful aspect of the game, it's kind of makes the game bad. And I know why EA would do something like this and put it in there, because there are a lot of people who use the D-line. Whether we make fun of them or not, it is what a lot of people do. People don't feel comfortable sort of being, usering back there. So giving them more control, it's fine. You're not The more you play Madden, you're not going to run into people using stuff like this. This looks like to me one of those features that they need to put on the back of the box as a selling point, but isn't really going to do much, hopefully, right? It's not going to be a very important thing when you're actually playing people online. It's probably not going to matter much at all. So we'll see. They've done stuff like this before. And as if you've played Madden 20 and offensive line was pretty poor for the most part, this could be really scary. Like, my linemen didn't block good when they didn't have all this extra control. Now we got to worry about this. I've got to worry about Aaron Donald taking my soul again for another year. It's probably going to happen. I'd have been way more excited if it was like brand new offensive line mechanics. Be like, oh my God, thank you. Yes, please, something we need. Not, hey guys, the pass rush was pretty overpowered last year. And it was like, yeah, it was. What should we do? Let's give them more power. All right. I guess that's the thing. That's the thing. We see some of the stuff here. Okay, cool. We saw the Rams jerseys. Let's take a look at the Rams jerseys here. They actually look better, a bit better here. They kind of look like the Chargers. Those are the Rams, right? Those are the Rams. Those are the Rams. They kind of look like the Chargers uniforms a little bit. Okay, I mean, they got D4 Khalil Mack, Chase Young, kind of cool. First look at Chase Young and Madden there. Not bad. 99. I like that. Clutch stops. Realistic open field tackling. I laughed when I saw this. Just the words coming up, because you couldn't tackle anybody in Madden 20. The running back, right? So clutch stops. And let's remind that this says clutch stops. And let's see about the clutch stops here. The real open field tackling, the clutch stop first has Mark Ingram falling forward, taking 3 people to bring him down. Real open field tackling, clutch stops. I mean, maybe that's real, but that don't look very clutch to me at all. I would like the ability to tackle players, but maybe he's got it. Maybe his X factor's lit up here. We don't know, obviously. Right here again. That one was actually a clutch stop. Highlight that he actually sort of pushed him out. So if there's some actual recognition about a line of scrimmage or end zone when tackle animations come into play, which I don't feel like has been in the game, that would be great, because there's so many times that you're just hoping to get the right animation, as opposed to the game knowing like, oh, he only needs an inch. You should try to stop him from getting the inch. Instead of the game just saying you get animation A, B, C, D, or E, right? So that's where my head sort of goes. If this is a thing, there are actual additional animations programmed into the game with a recognition, would be honestly really good. But again, the trailer, we don't know. We don't know. Right here, some of these other tackles and stops, I guess it's kind of hard to tell there. Really, Joe Burrow. Why they got Joe Burrow getting sacked? Come on. Some SWAT animations here, stuff like this. Okay, cool. User controlled celebrations. Now, this was actually sort of in the game last year for the most part. Maybe this goes an extra step. When they announced it last year that you could pick your celebration, it was kind of cool at first, but I stopped doing it probably by mid-August or early August. So again, this is another feature which is a very back of the box feature. It sounds cool. You get to user control your celebrations. Now, if you had actually got to control the arms and the legs or something like that, would be kind of neat. But I don't know. More gameplay work, less celebrating work. Maybe that's what I would say. But again, we'll see what it's like in the game. Who knows? I can make a player do the robot every time, I'll do the robot every time. Another clutch stop tackle there. We got Lamar right here. It clearly says MVP edition. We've got to imagine that's the good edition that you can buy. So not too bad right there. Madden 21. Not have a date. Does not have a date. Interesting. Interesting. Now let's talk about it a little bit more. Okay? Talk about it a little bit more. There is going to be, obviously, the X Factors they're bringing them back, right? We know that was going to happen, and hopefully with that there's a lot of tuning that is involved with some of them. The idea of making superstars feel like superstars was a great idea and concept in Madden 20, and I think that they can improve upon it in 21. I'm not trying to be a homer or anything like that, but you have to imagine that in year 2 of most things, they take a step forward. So hopefully that this takes a step, obviously. But I do worry that things are going to be broken again. Things are going to be overpowered again. Is the balance going to be there? Maybe at launch it will be. And then we'll find the things and the X factors that sort of break the game out. But that's got to be where your hope really lands. Again, the trailer didn't show me a whole lot. It felt like, they might as well put like the hit stick or something back in, essentially. Giving us a better control running the ball is always a good thing, right? Always a good thing. But I would have liked to have seen, and I don't even know what I would have liked for them to put in the trailer otherwise. But I feel like there was a couple things in here that was just like, hey, we sort of covered this in 18 and we're going to cover this again. We covered this in 17 and we're going to cover this again. So it's tough to say. I'm just excited to see. We saw very, very little in-game footage, but we saw something. Looks good. We saw that a lot of the stuff is back. I do imagine, though, that because Lamar is on the cover, we're going to get a very run-heavy game with the quarterback, where there's going to be maybe some extra of those abilities and X factors and stuff like that. But as they build in better ways for the quarterback to run, it obviously means the running backs and the wide receivers will also be able to do that as well. Sort of how they introduced RPOs and jet sweeps and passes really well this year. Got to imagine that's going to be built on. Now, if there is so much is going on here, I don't know if you guys have played a lot of Madden 20, but I have. When you spy the quarterback in Madden 20 and you send him, normally the spy and somebody else or another zone comes down. So if this is going to be a very heavy option quarterback style year, I need my spies fixed. Please, EA. Please. Yeah, but that's about it. Again, this is out. That was a super late video, but I want to give my opinion on it. I know you guys wanted to see the opinion, so there it is. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See you guys later. I'm out. Peace.